Okay, guess that song. Guess that song. Welcome back to Guess That Song. Let's either the drum beat up to the chorus. You guess the song according to the drum beat. The only hint that I give you is the artist or the music group. And I bring in the sound engineer slash guitarist for a guitar hint, as well as the videographer, cameraman slash keyboardist for a keyboard hint. And this is, we're still in lovely Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. This is Dufferin Island, part of the Niagara Parks trail system. It's a great place to go. Lots of ducks. And remember, this is inspired by, like I said, hey man, you can always feel the song by the drum beat if you're playing with a good drummer. So it's now 2021, July 2021. And, with Nirvana and the backlash that I tried to portray in my last video, that was a reset in my life, that's for sure. Because around that time, I was in a hard rock band. It was described as early Mötley Crüe meets Nazareth. I think I brought the early Mötley Crüe, as Tommy Lee is a major influence on my drumming style. And I'll show a song by our band at that time. But our demo CD, the singer's voice was kind of high, like that Nazareth sound, that Nazareth feel. And I think we put out a grunge style song, kind of, because that's what was happening early 93, right? And we tried to emulate that sound, and that song ended up getting played on the radio here, local radio station, 97.7 Hits FM. Shout out to 97.7 Hits FM. So I'll play you a piece of that song. And that was the only song that our one guitarist sang. Our lead singer, it seemed like they didn't want to play any of, he was the major vocalist. They didn't really like his songs because it kind of represented a style that was no longer cool since the arrival of Nirvana. So we played around Southern Ontario in all kinds of clubs in Southern Ontario. Battle of the Bands, we won studio time back in the day. It was just a frustrating time to be living through all that. So I would say 1996, when I took off to Asia, and I'll show you how, ironically, a band that I mentioned in the last video, Extreme, without knowing it, was responsible for landing me jobs on TV in Seoul, South Korea, Tokyo, Japan, and I was doing stuff in Toronto as well. So my entertainment background goes pretty far overseas. I'll show some of that stuff too. So that was I would say that was a reset in my life, going to Asia, mostly South Korea and Japan, in December of 1996. And I have to definitely make a connection to that decision with what was going on at the time. I'm a social studies connoisseur. I love social studies. I have a passion for psychology, sociology, anthropology, geography, economics, social work, political science, also like humanities, English, and history. And I have to say, even in academia, in 1996, things were changing in academia. The music industry definitely changed when Nirvana came. The entertainment world was changing. The political environment was changing. So I have to say, I kind of even lived through like a reset then. And come on, we have to admit, 2020, January 2020, when COVID came, February, March 2020, that was another major reset happening in Western civilization. We are living through something right now in history. Perhaps 20 years from now, we're going to look back and go, oh my God, I can't believe that I was, that I lived through that. Kind of like the feeling I have now when I look back upon Nirvana and that era of 1991, 92, 93, 94, and finally me leaving and taking off to Asia in 1996, December 1996. And behind me is the Americana It's got a Boston Pizza and a water park. And I'll show you some other awesome water parks here in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. See ya! Okay, water park number 2 in the distance is, you can see that it kind of looks like a canopy roof. It says water park on it. That is Fallsview Water Park. All right, and I'll take you to water park number 3. Just a moment. All right, now we're at the Great Wolf Lodge, an awesome water park here in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. I was employed here as the groundskeeper, part of the maintenance department. One of my duties on my endless list of duties was watering that very flower bed by the sign. But COVID has affected the operations here, right? Closed. But man, we got to get this back up and running. What an awesome place. Great place for everyone who comes here. Anyone that works here, it's an awesome water park for the community. It provides jobs and employment. And anyone who visits Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada will be greatly impressed by the Great Wolf Lodge. We got this, Niagara. Closed. Okay, see ya. Okay, we're back at the Whirlpool of Niagara Falls. In the background you can see the Aero car. Can you see it there? If I can move my finger, right there. Just waiting to see if the jet boat is gonna come in here. Okay, we're live with a jet boat coming in. There it is. We did this one. This one doesn't have the cover. There's another option to go on a jet boat that has the cover, but you're not going to get wet. So on a hot summer day, I think you'd rather choose this one that doesn't have the cover. There's 2 launching points. I'm going to show you where one is, the one that we did. It's just down the river. Another one launches from Niagara on the Lake. You might want to do the one that launches from Niagara on the Lake because you'll go up the river a much longer voyage to get to this point, to the Whirlpool. It's kind of cool that they go right in the Whirlpool. I think they got triple 500 horsepower. All right, so come here and get on a jet boat and come into the actual Whirlpool by boat, or go on that Aero car. Should be able to see that too in the distance there. All right, the Whirlpool. You can do. Okay, this time I'll get a jet boat coming in without my face in the way. Here's one that's covered. Again, we did the one that wasn't covered. You get a lot more wet. But yeah, they come right into the Whirlpool. Look at that. Oh wait, looks like the back of this one is not covered. How else can you come in the Whirlpool? You can't go swimming in here. This is the scene of a jet boat coming in. And like I said, you'd probably want to launch from Niagara on the Lake, as that's closer to Lake Ontario, which means quite much longer trip, much longer voyage inside the jet boat to get to this point. So if you want a longer trip, launch from Niagara on the Lake. Again, I'm going to show you where we launched from. It's about halfway between here and Niagara on the Lake. It's right on the river here. They're going to go up to the Devil's Hole, I believe. That's a high classification rapid. Again, you cannot get to these rapids or come into this Whirlpool any other way. Do not, I repeat, do not try to swim in here. There's the aero car. Imagine that if the aero car cable snapped, or just if the actual aero car itself came off the cables. All right.
Hey, what's with the suitcase?
I got a surprise. What would you guys think of a road trip?
Oh, yeah. Right, I'm in.
Awesome road trip. I love being super pumped for 15 minutes and then bored out of my mind for 8 hours.
Where we going?
Well, I was thinking Niagara Falls.
Well, this has just been one heck of a fun day.
Yeah, you know, seeing the natural beauty of this place is actually making me feel much better. Hey, you mind opening that door? Get a little breeze in here?
Sure.
Peter, no!
I don't regret it. The breeze is nice. Oh, crap! I'm losing my grip!
You buy your jeans at Walmart?
No, somebody who lost theirs at the church did.
You wear lost and found jeans?
I waited the mandatory week.
Hang on, guys!
All right, and if you do decide to come to Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada, and do the jet boat, you'll come down this path, and they depart from the dock down there. All right. Okay, and if you come here to go on the Whirlpool Aero car, you will depart from here. And you'll go across the whirlpool from this point. All right. Very thrilling. Hey, you can jet boat up the Niagara River to the whirlpool, or if that isn't thrilling enough for you, you can jump on the aero car and go right across it on a cable car. Awesome. All right, and I have two more thrilling attractions if you have not had enough yet. Let's go. Okay, so in the distance, another thrilling attraction is zip line to the falls. You start up there, and can you see the zip lines in the distance? You keep going all the way down. Got a great song to zip line to. Okay, so come zip line, and if that's not thrilling enough, check this out. Okay, behind me is the indoor skydiving center. That's really cool. We've done that. I highly recommend it. It's unique. I've bungee jumped, ankle jumped over an island, the ocean of South Korea, Jeju Island, believe it or not. I've been to Wonderland. I did that that harnessed kind of flying ride attraction. You know, I've done the human slingshot. I believe that was at Darien Lake and some other spots. And I think Canada's Wonderland has that as well. I have not yet jumped out of an airplane. I will eventually get around to doing that. Oh yeah, I've parasailed over shark-infested waters of Thailand. That was pretty cool. This is something that is really different. And I think there's like a club or like an association here where people that do a lot of those freestyle, free fall jumps out of airplanes, skydiving. They can practice in here. They do 360s and all kinds of stunts. So if you really want to get into skydiving, I'm not talking just going up once and jumping out. I'm talking, you know, doing it, you know, every week like some of these cats do. They come here and practice, and the tricks they do are something to see. And next to the skydiving center is a brand new kind of, I don't know what to call it, like a stadium or, anyway, it's like a It's a nice new entertainment hosting complex. And I'll show you another one just a second here. All right, we're in the ritzy area of the falls. This is a high-end hotel here that has a casino inside. Also another theater that they've had Adam Sandler perform, Steven Tyler. I was gonna go see Alice Cooper in, I think, February 2020. It all got canceled because of COVID. So this is the high-end area of Niagara Falls. And not too far from that high end of the falls is the Scotiabank, another great place to catch some entertainment. We saw a Canadian wrestling independent production show come here. Gene Simmons was gonna come and speak, but he backed out. And I remember Dr. Phil was gonna come. Something happened with him as well. Anyway, great place to catch some interesting acts and trade shows and conventions. All right, the Scotiabank, Nova Scotia, Scotiabank Convention Center. See ya. Okay, so off in the distance there is the high-end section of Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. There's the Keg. That's where the keyboardist was doing a high school intern until COVID put a stop to that. Yeah. Gotta come visit. Lots to do. Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. See ya. Okay, still in the high end here. That's where where I was when I first came in here. Remember that theater hall in there where I said Adam Sandler was Steven Tyler, and how I missed the Alice Cooper show because of COVID. That's all in there, and I did see some Christmas shows with a nice girlfriend, and of course we got this adventure zone here, but right next to it is Yuck Yucks Comedy Club, and right next to that is the steakhouse and 4 Points by the Sheridan. But Yuck Yucks, I will explain later on how that all factored into my life at the time of Nirvana's impact and when I took off to Asia in 1996. All right, see ya. Okay, I thought I was gonna be leaving the high end on. Off in the distance is the Skylon Tower. Great buffet in there and a great view of the falls. But how can I forget to mention Margaritaville restaurant here on the corner. Jimmy Buffett, right? Wasted again in Margaritaville. Okay, great place to go. See ya. All right, and if you like your shopping, Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada delivers. Here's the outlet collection at Niagara. I just call it the outside strip mall. Let's have a look here. I'll pan around. Definitely something in there for everyone. And behind me, not sure, that gold colored building is yeah, the golden colored building behind is White Oaks. It's a great little resort. You can stay there, and then you can basically walk to the shopping here. Again, there's the strip mall. And behind, if you can see in the distance, is the bridge that allows you to come to Niagara Falls, because it's kind of like an island here. That bridge goes over the Welland Canal, and then you have Lake Erie, the Niagara River, and of course Lake Ontario. So it's surrounded by water on all four sides. Wouldn't that technically classify this area as an island? Oh yeah, and I forgot, next to the strip mall is the Bass Pro Shop. So Vaughan, Ontario, we have one down here in Niagara Falls, Well, this is technically classified Niagara on the lake, but it's down here as well. See ya. Okay, and if you still need to shop and the outdoor Niagara Collection Mall wasn't enough, there's this one too. Canada One. This is on Lundy's Lane. Here's another big mall outdoor. Let's have a little look. All right, you can shop till you drop here, no doubt. See ya. All right, for some live entertainment, you gotta come to the O Canada A Dinner Theater. Great show in here, live music, drama, dancing, great food. Nice little theater. Again, this is right off Lundy's Lane. All right, some great shows here too. See ya. All right, and if magic is your thing, just behind Clifton Hill is the Greg Frewin Theater. This show will blow your mind. You will be thoroughly impressed. You can get a ticket where you can go and get a buffet, some drinks, and watch the show. Mind-blowing experience. I highly recommend the magic show by Sir Greg Frewin. And this is his own theater right here. All right, see ya. All right, and if you're into go-karts, behind me is Niagara Go-Karts K1. There's some really big, fast models here. You gotta be, I think, 14 years old and a certain height and weight to ride. I think they ride those ones separately from the pack. Pretty cool go-kart track here in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. And we have one more go-kart track on Clifton Hill. Just a moment. All right, here's the other go-kart course right on Clifton Hill. It's called Speedway. It's the only time I've ever gone downhill in a go-kart. Something to do. All right, see ya. Okay, and if you still haven't had enough, don't forget to go tour Niagara Falls via helicopter, Niagara Helicopter Tour. I have not done this. I have gone on a helicopter over Lake Simcoe, which is a city north of Toronto, about an hour and 20 minutes north, an hour and 10 minutes, up to 400 north. So I've helicoptered over Lake Simcoe. That was an awesome experience. I have not done the Niagara Helicopter Tour. It's on my list. Okay, see ya. All right, great place to come chill is the Heartland Forest. You can host events here. There's nature trails, great place for kids, like an education center, ponds, and a nice place to explore if you want something quieter in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. Okay, the Heartland Forest. See ya! Okay, I'll leave this Niagara Falls, Ontario video. If you can see, it looks like a small boat. They call that the Niagara Scow or the Niagara Skull. That's been there since 1918. Apparently it was part of a tugboat, and then it broke off. And two men in the boat, in the small scow, almost went over the falls. Because we're that close right here. And they got rescued at the end, thankfully. Amazingly, that small scow, that small vessel, has not moved. For 101 years, it moved for its first time. In the Halloween storm of 2019, I lived through that. So that moved for its first time in 101 years. Okay, here's the keyboard hand. Take it away. Oh yeah! Beauty. Okay, here comes a guitar hint. beautiful. Okay, it is UFC 264. Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier. The trilogy. It's too hard to predict. Last time I predict was, what was that? UFC 257, January 2021. I did the John Parr, St. Elmo's Fire. I predicted Conor McGregor, and look at the outcome then. This is going to be one heck of an awesome night. That's all I got to say. I'm pumped up for this. All right, now we're going to go back in time to the same time as Nirvana's Impact. This is around 1991, 1992. I'm going to show you a clip from a battle of the bands that we won. I'm in high school drumming. We did a set. Trying to think of the set list. I know we opened up with this song that I'm about to do. This is the song for Guess That Song. And then we went into Led Zeppelin Rock and Roll. And then I think we did White Snake, Slide It In. Then Alice Cooper, 18. And then we threw in an original. And then we finished with Kiss, Rock and Roll Night and Party Every Day. Why not? So yeah. So this is the song. And I'm going to try to do exactly what I did when I was in high school. All the way back in, I think this is 1991 or 1992. And it's just, I know Nirvana released that debut album. Smells Like Teen Spirit was out. Mötley Crüe, Dr. Feelgood was coming to Toronto. Megadeth was coming. Countdown to Extinction album was out. What else was going on at that time? What was Kiss doing? Kiss Revenge, I think. Or that might have been a few years later. So I'm just trying to set the stage here. So this is the Guess That Song, and I have not told you the artist yet. If I tell you the one artist, it's going to be a huge hint. I'll probably do it anyway. This was originally done by Brownsville Station, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Brownsville Station. And of course, Mötley Crüe copied it. So I'm going to go back in time, back to when I was in high school, and we're backstage. And the lights are off, and the student council head said, "These guys call themselves." And then the curtains went up, and here I go. Okay, I can't do a drum cover because there's no drum cover out there. So I'm going to play a little bit of, what are they called again? Brownsville? I want to make sure I get that right. Yeah, Brownsville Station. I'm going to play a little bit of Smoke in the Boys Room by the original creators of the song Brownsville Station. And then a little bit of Mötley Crüe. See ya. Okay, these guys call themselves Bard!
Mötley Crüe, a little something called Smoking in the Boys Room. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, that was a trip down memory lane for me. I can't find the whole performance from that night. I did have it once upon a time, but I can't find it. I definitely did a Tommy Lee style drumming pattern to Smoking in the Boys Room there. And again, I can't do the whole drum cover because I went on YouTube and I could not find a Smoking in the Boys Room drumless track, either for Brownsville Station. Is that right? Brownsville? I keep thinking they're Browman. Yeah, Brownsville Station, or Mötley Crüe's version of it. So someone please post a Smoking in the Boys Room drumless track so I can do the actual drum track. Okay, and like I said, I am going to show you how, and remember that video, that was all the time, that was all happening during Nirvana's Impact. And like I said in the previous video, how I was becoming a big fan of Extreme from Boston and Toronto, Slick Toxic. And I'm going to show you in an upcoming video how extreme, not knowing it, had a major influence on me launching an entertainment career, or a segment of my entertainment career portfolio, in Seoul, South Korea, Tokyo, Japan, and even Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And I'm going to finish this video with a little high school clip from a geography project. It was definitely has its roots in rock and roll, as you will tell. All right, see ya.
And I'm just going to take a look at her cart and see what product she's bought. And I see this is all wrapped and packaged. Now this is packaged poorly again. Milk in a plastic bag. Why can't you just get the reusable carton? Bread, again, packaged in plastic. Drinks in the boxes, 3 of them in a big heap of plastic. Now is this really necessary? And we also got, now look at this. Zoom in on this for sure. I can't believe that. What a waste of packaging and what a waste for the environment. Cardboard, well, paper's okay. And that's alright too. So basically we got...
You just hung me, that's what you basically did.
I'm sorry, but it just...
So has your concern for the environment, man, changed the way you